up, babies? It's your girl Taisha Lashey, and I'm back with another freaking video. I figured I'd stop saying what's up YouTube, because we're connecting here, right? So that does mean that you're gonna subscribe. I think so. I think you should. I really do. Otherwise, like I might have to come find you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so that you are notified every time that I upload. Now, I don't have to say too much. All I'm gonna say is, let me flex real quick. Watch me work. Okay, I haven't done a voiceover in God knows how long. But here we are. So I'm moisturizing my face with the Fresh Beauty Rose Deep Hydration Moisturizer. And I rub that in and massage that in until it's almost dry. And it makes my skin feel so supple. Because now I'm going to go in and do my Makeup Revolution Banana Powder and set that. I got this off of TikTok, but I'm sure there are many makeup artists that have done this before. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. I did tweeze them a little bit, but we're just going to go in and give them a nice little arch and a feathered forward front part. You get what I'm saying, because bam, we're going to highlight it, right, with the Crayon Case highlighter concealer in the number 14 and just carve it out. I tweezed them because there's no way this concealer would have hidden that hair. That's how much hair I had. Quarantine got your girl looking like a wolf out here. You feel me? But that's okay, because we got it together. We snatched it, right, like this. So I went ahead and blended it out. And I'm going to go in with another concealer. And this is going to be my base for my eyeshadow. This is the Maybelline Concealer in Golden. This concealer is best when you let it dry down, which is what I did. And then I went ahead and started to blend it out like this. I did let it sit for a little while. I know that transition looked a little funny, but I did let it sit for a little while because it just works better that way. Because now I'm going to set it with powder. I do not like to put my eyeshadow on a sticky base. If you do, skip this part or use an eyeshadow primer in general. You don't have to use a concealer. You can use an eyeshadow primer. So now let's get into the eyeshadow look. I'm using the Crayon Case Matte Book, and I don't think these shades have names, so I'm going to show you on the screen that I use the brown as my transition shade, and I'm going to use that to really just tone down the light concealer that I put on, and this gives me a strong base for the pinks and purples that I'm going to apply. I'm going to just build that up until I am satisfied. I think... No, yeah. I'm only doing one eye on camera, so I'm just showing you how I'm building it up and really getting it in there for me to go ahead and prepare myself for the pink that's coming right about now. Yep, there she is. I started off with a flat brush, right? It did not work. It did not give me the color that I wanted, and it wasn't pigmented enough. So I went in with a fluffy brush, and I packed that until I was satisfied and then blended. That is my best tip for eyeshadow. Makeup in general is to blend. You might struggle a little bit, but if you blend and work with it, it'll come out just fine, I promise you. So I just continue to build this up. I even zoomed y'all in so y'all could see me a little better, but I built this up and then diffused the outer portion of it with my transition shade. I don't know if I showed me doing that, but I did. And then I'm going to go in with a light pink or coral and diffuse again, because again, we want to blend, okay? And now I'm going to go in with Soft Ochre by MAC. I think it's a paint pot, and we're going to cut our crease. Another pro tip, lay a little bit of the concealer or primer that you're going to use to cut your crease and look up. And that's where you should put your crease, because that way you won't have transfer. Now I'm going in with my fluffy brush again, and I'm going to blend that line out. Some people take their finger and kind of blend it a little bit, but considering that I used the paint pot, it wouldn't necessarily blend with my finger. So I just went in with a flat, dense brush and patted on that line and built that pink up until I was satisfied and you could no longer see the line. And it was nice and blended. I'm now going to go in with the light pink, and I think I actually mixed that with the white just so I'd have a better base for my glitter, because I am going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette, the very first palette she came out with. I tried to put a picture in, but it wouldn't, the resolution wasn't right, so I just took it out. But I just used a pink and a gold out of that and sprayed it with my setting spray so that I would get minimal fallout. And then I went ahead and just blended the middle so that the colors would blend much better and there was no distinction of me splitting it. So here we go. Bam, eye number 2 done. Now it's time for the base. I am cleaning up with a makeup wipe. I know we did the whole powdering and stuff situation. However, I got more fallout than I anticipated by trying to build that pink up. So yeah, I had to go ahead and wipe that off. I am going to re-prime my under eye just to kind of blur it out. And speaking of blurring it out, what I'm going to go in with is my Milk Makeup Blur Stick. And I like to rub around on the stick and then put it on with my finger. I don't like putting that on my face directly. So then I'm going to go in. I did decide to add mascara simply because I had eyeshadow on my eyelashes. That's the only reason. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my base. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation in the shade 390. And as I'm looking at this, it kind of looks like 380, but I can't never really tell the difference. So both of them match me perfectly, truthfully. Yeah. Now I'm going to conceal with Deep Cinnamon by e.l.f. And I put this in my darkest parts of my face because it lays better if I do this. If I just use my foundation, it's really not enough coverage to cover up how dark it is around my mouth and my nose and also my under eye. So that's where I put it, and I go ahead and I blend that out. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the Golden Concealer by Maybelline again and do my highlight and carve out my under eye and my nose and all that good stuff. If you let this sit for a little while, like put it on the surface and let it sit and then put it on your face and let it sit again, you get the best coverage out of this concealer. Now I'm going to go in with Suede Mocha by Black Opal to do my contour. I do believe it's a foundation stick, but I love it for contour, and I blend my contour first because I'm going to blend my concealer on top of it just to kind of dull it out, I guess I would say, and help blend everything together so you can't really see where what goes and where everything stops, if that makes sense. Now we're going to go in and blend out our highlight because I think I've let it set long enough and it's going to give me phenomenal coverage. I'm not even joking. It's ridiculous, okay? Just watch. I was using this sponge by Real Techniques, but I ended up switching to my June & Co. sponge simply because it just blends things out better. Now I'm going to set. I'm using the Make It Revolution Banana Powder again, and I use a pat and press motion. I do not use a sponge when I use this setting powder because I will get dry patches under my face, and it's very matte, and I have dry skin. I do not need dry patches under my face. So this is the best method for me, is to pat and press it into every place that I highlighted. I even take it over my brows, and I might set it a little heavier on my nose. Now I'm contouring my nose, and I'm using the same shade that I used to do my transition, and I take that up into my brow just so that I can get the best flow and it's not so harsh. And then now we're going to contour our face with those two shades just to bring some color back and to blend everything better. Blush, I'm using the same palette Same color I put on my eyes and just blending that till I'm satisfied. And then highlight with Mean Money and Hustler Baby by Fenty. Just to, that glow, that Fenty glow is unreal, okay? It's really the best highlighter. Now, I'm going to do my lips. I am using the colored pencils by the Crayon Case. And this is in the color Bear. And we're just going to rub that in line till we're satisfied. I do not overdraw my lips, okay? I don't need to. I don't like to, honestly. And then I'm going in with a very old ColourPop Cosmetics Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick. It's just in a hot pink. I tried to match it to the eyeshadow as best as I could. I just placed a little bit in the center of my lips and then blended it out with my finger, as you could see. And I'm going to go ahead and reline just because I wanted it to blend a little bit better. And then I'm going to go in with my lip gloss. You can use any lip gloss that you choose. This is the lip gloss that I get from the beauty supply store. And I put some of that on. I put a little bit on at first and I was like, need a little bit more. So I won't be rubbing that out with my finger. We're just going to go ahead and get all that shine going. And look, oh yes, I love that. Now I am going to go ahead and set my face. And that's it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed. Mwah. Now I finally got you right here.